So the course will now be changed to the jump off, where we have in fact 12 clear to go through. We have 1 from Ireland, that's Niall Talbot, 2 from Great Britain, Ben Mayer and Nick Skelton, 2 from Belgium, Philippe Lejeune and Gregory Waterlet, 2 from Switzerland, Peter Schweitzer and Steve Gerdat. We have 2 from Sweden, Jens Fredriksson and Henrik von Eckermann, 1 from Canada, Eric Lamaze, 1 from Poland, Igor Kawiak, and 1 from the Netherlands, Leon Tyson. So we have now the jump-off order up on the screens in front of us. And just a few moments, we'll have a look at this jump-off course. Almost perfect result for our course builders to have 12 clears from 50 starters in this class. So this is the jump-off course. Now we're going to be starting over fences 8 and 9. They're not changed. And a straight line related distance. Then a sharp turn to the triple bar of 11. That's going to be the first of the tight turns. Then over the double. And now look at this. You have to jump fence 7 from the opposite direction this time. And then 2 new fences have been added, 16 and 17, to go to the finish of this track. The time allowed being 47 seconds, and a really few testing turns in this 12-horse jump-off. And the first to go will be Leon Tyson, riding Tyson for the first of 2 the Netherlands riders. And the temperature around 20-22 degrees here at La Boule, and the crowd not moving from their seats. It is jam solid here at La Boule, and no one wants to give up a seat for the spectacle of this jump off. The tension electric around the stands, the quiet buzz. Sadly no French riders through to the jump off, but this generous corral, very, very generous to all the international riders. And so our first rider in, and only rider for the Netherlands, it's Leon Tyson. So we'll watch him round this track, this jump off track. Say 12 horses to be presented for this jump off. Leon in fact was second in the La Boule Derby just yesterday and had a double clear with this horse in the Nations Cup, forcing that jump off with Belgium. The Netherlands versus Belgium, with Belgium coming out just on top. So Leon for the Netherlands. The first of the tight turns, 180-degree turn to the triple rails, and now the double. Now he's got this turn to jump fence 7 the wrong way round. So round he goes, 360 degrees, 1-2 strides, and he clears it. The last 2, upright to parallel, front of the main stand. And there he goes, 4 faults on 38.39, the first of the 12 to go. Always difficult to know quite how to pitch your round when you're first out in a jump off, certainly at the Grand Prix level. The ideal result being to jump fast and clear and put the pressure on the rest of the collecting ring. There's the 4 faults at the parallel there. So next to go for Poland, a big moment indeed for this rider. It's Igor Kawiak. And Neuf de Courtadon. Great to see Poland in a jump-off of a Grand Prix class. I'm sure everybody's rooting for Igor. Oh my goodness, that was a terrible jump. He just didn't quite see the takeoff and crashed through the triple white rails, but I think Igor's going to retire. Yeah, Neuf de Court doesn't look sound, and that's a great disappointment for our second rider. Yes, he's hopping off, and I'm sure the vets will attend to Neuf de Court as soon as he leaves the arena. All the facilities here of an international show jumping competition, and great applause as they leave the arena. Well, just see, he seemed to, oh, he stood astride off and then paddled through it and took all three rails out. Igor did well to stay on there, and not surprisingly, a bit tender. So, Henrik von Eckermann now for Sweden. The first of two Swedes to be through to this jump-off. 12-year-old gelding, Alderlings. So the first of the really testing turns. He does slip a little bit on the turf, but jumps it beautifully. Now this big turn to fence 7, 360 degrees. Requiring maximum concentration and obedience from the horse. Well, he's flying to the last, and they're clear all the way at the moment. Yes, it's a clear 38.65 clear for von Eckermann for Sweden. Current leader, no time penalties at 38.65. The time now to beat. Well, that really has put the cat among the pigeons. There's no mercy out there now. It's clear round or nothing. And it looked fast, it looked tight. 38.65. Could have got a bit of head scratching, but here's a man to tackle it. Eric Lamaze now. Winner here last year for Canada. Hugely popular with Dali Chindamusa. Now what will Eric do? Clear around it in 38.65. The time to beat. That was a good turn. Can he do the double? Can he win twice? Consecutive years at La Baule. Come on, Eric. That was a lovely turn. He's pushing on now. Just steady for the upright. It's looking very good on time. 38.66. Oh, 0.1 of a second behind von Eckermann's Swedish time. 38.66, second place. It could not be title, but Eric acknowledges the applause of the crowd. What an effort. Awesome effort there. It just shows, was that 38.65 a time that can be beaten? We shall see. So next to come forward for Belgium, one of the two Belgian riders into the jump off, and it's Gregory Waterlee with Euphonie Kadejin Z. See where it's Steve Gerdat from Switzerland. Riding this very, very experienced horse, Nasser. 11-year-old mare. Oh, just pressed on a little bit too hard to that double. So Steve Gerdat. That was a good turn, and he took the water tray at an angle. Well, those two down 8 faults in 40.26. Puts Steve a bit down the order there for Switzerland. Well, it's always that difficult combination between speed and care. But now for Belgium, Gregory Waterlee with Euphonie Kadejin Z. And the two riders for Belgium to contest this La Baule Grand Prix, Longines Grand Prix Derby. So it's still that clear of 38.65, the time to beat. Sweden will be holding its breath to see if they can retain the lead in this class. Good, powerful turn to the triple bar. Might well have gained him a tiny bit of time as well. Oh, he did slip badly on that turn, but he somehow kept him moving. You saw his foreleg slide right out to the side there. He's really pushing on to the last. The time is looking very good indeed. Let's see him jump the last. 37.38, 37.61, a new leader. Yes. Well, despite that slip and turn into fence 7, Gregory Waterlee claims the honours in the class. He is now the new leader and sets a clear of 37.61 as the time to beat. This jump off really alive now, because just see how cleverly he recovered and just got one straight stride to that fence 7. Very good riding there by Gregory. So there you have it. At the moment, Belgium now hold the lead.